Hello, I'm Christine Snape. I'm the Director of Foundation Learning at Baird College, and part of my role is managing Thornton College. Thornton College is on Edge Lane in Thornton. We are on a local bus route if any of our students wish to come by bus. However, the majority of our students do come by transport which is arranged with the local authority or dropped off by parents. We do have a car park, it's easy access in and out, so we are a very safe building. You can study at Thornton College if you're over 16 and have an Education, Health and Care Plan, EHCP. Whilst you're at school in your EHCP review meetings, you need to make it known that you wish to come to Thornton College. We can then arrange to come and meet you where you are at the moment, talk to the staff at the school and talk about if you're a suitable candidate for Thornton. We'd invite you to come in and have a look round and talk to our staff, have a look, see if it's the right place for you. But you must be over 16 and you must have an HCP. At Thornton College, you'll study a range of subjects which are all aimed at developing your confidence, independence and study skills. We have two main pathways. We have a group of students who are preparing to go into social care or independent living. So for that group of students, the focus is on life skills, developing independence, developing confidence. Our other pathway is for students who wish to carry on in further education or go into employment. There's a more academic pathway for that cohort of students. Will study English, maths, digital skills. They'll do project work which will incorporate history, geography, art, health and fitness. We've got a vast range of topics that we can offer because of the facilities we have, but the curriculum is very much based on the individual aspiration and needs of the students.
I would say the benefits of coming to Thornton College would be it gives them the opportunity to grow as a young person. Having been probably in a school environment which is, quite very structured and very, uniform, we're a little bit more relaxed. We treat our young people like young adults. We build their self-esteem. We want them to grow and move forward. And we are a transition college.
We offer a really safe, secure and nurturing environment. We only have around 50 students, so we can give really individualised attention to each. We can have a good look at the HCP, we can talk to the young person, find out what their aspirations are, and so we can devise a curriculum around them to suit their needs. We've got a range of different rooms, different facilities, so that we can meet the needs of students' interests, aspirations, to prepare them for the next steps. We have a daily living room which is set up like an apartment, so in there students can learn how to cook, how to clean, how to look after their own bedroom, etc. All skills which they'll need to become more independent. We have a room which is where most of our arts and crafts lessons take place. Outside we've got a range of facilities including an outdoor gym which the students love to go and do a bit of exercise. We've got horticultural facilities. A lot of our students enjoy doing gardening, planting seeds, seeing them grow, making tubs, baskets, etc. which they can sell, which also helps them develop their enterprise skills. We've got a vast space outside, so we've got lots of space for different sports activities. We're also really fortunate to have a range of Microsoft Surface tablets, so a lot of our students at the moment are becoming really digitally aware, doing a lot of the learning digitally, which can be done at home. We've got a canteen on site, so students receive a lunch free of charge. All of our students have a free meal at lunchtime, and our hall is also used for sports and fitness if we can't go outside. At Thornton, we're really lucky. We've got a team of really experienced and skilled lecturers who want the best for every student. Every student will be allocated a personal tutor who will get to know them really well, get to know the families, will know all the details on their EHCP to make sure that the teaching and learning that we offer is suitable for them and will help them achieve the goals. As well as the lecturer in the rooms, there's also a team of skills support staff. Now, the support staff will offer help in the classroom in terms of motivating and encouraging the student to become independent and work independently. But our support team will also provide personal care if needed. We do have some students who need support at lunchtimes or moving around the building. All our support staff are also first aid trained. They're able to observe taking a medication or to react to emergencies by providing emergency medication should the need arise.
The students at Thornton College can receive support for their speech, language and communication needs on site. This may involve help for their understanding, so following instructions or learning new vocabulary. It could be around their spoken language, so maybe using correct grammar or speaking clearly or retrieving vocabulary words when they're talking. It could also be around their social skills, so making friendships or having conversations. If a student has been identified as needing some help with their speech, language and communication, I can see them in college for an assessment. Following this, some therapy targets would be set jointly with the student, the staff and with the parents if possible, to ensure that whatever is worked on is relevant and functional for the students. And we try and make the therapy sessions fun. We do them in small groups. We have a Lego therapy club. We have a Makaton signing choir, just to try and keep the students engaged and interested in the therapy sessions.
So when you arrive at Thornton in the morning, there'll be a team of support workers to meet you and take you to your class. The first part of the day is a bit of a social time, just so you can catch up with your mates, have a little chat, and then lessons begin at 9 o'clock. There's a lesson from 9 till 20 past 10, and then it's break time. So at break time, you can come down into the hall, have a drink, have some toast or a little snack, and then go back up to your lesson for the second class of the morning. At lunchtime, all students have the lunch together in the hall, supervised by staff, and there will be support staff there to support anybody who may need help eating. Usually it takes about 20 minutes to eat your lunch, and then you've got the rest of the lunch hour free to go out. We'll have sports activities going on outside, or just to stay in the hall. We have a reading corner in there if you just want to sit quietly. And then in the afternoon we have lessons from 1 till 3:30. At Thornton, we realise that learning isn't just about what happens actually in the classroom, so we go out on a weekly basis with all of our groups. Most groups will go out for a walk into the local community at some point in the week. They may go to a local cafe or restaurant for lunch so that they're developing their life skills, their social and communication skills. We'll also go and visit local museums or attractions in the local area. We do go farther afield as well. So last year, for example, we had a trip to Harry Potter World near London. We had a trip planned to Disneyland in Paris, but unfortunately that had to be cancelled, but we will introduce that again as soon as we possibly are able to. For the last 2 years, we've also had students involved in the NCS programme, and part of that is a week-long residential at an activity centre. Last year it was in Yorkshire. The students love that, being away from home, and for some it was the first time away from home, so it was a real learning experience for them. Part of our offer here for those students who aspire to enter employment when they finish with their education is to offer work experience. So students will go out on work experience either independently or with a support worker if needed. And last year we had students on work experience in local shops, in working with charities, at a barber's. We had one on work experience with Liverpool Football Association. So we find out what the students want to do and find the right work experience for them.
My name is Kenzo, and I'm a student at Thornton College. My favourite lesson is art and sports and drama because we are doing drama. Last term it was Greece and this term it's Greece's Roman. When I finish, I want to go to Baird. Maybe sports and maybe drama and music. I'm glad that I have came here.
So many of our students wish to go to college, a further education college, when they finished at Thornton. We'll talk with them during the year to find out what their aspirations are, what the goals are, and work with them to make sure they have a good transition. So for the last couple of terms at the time at Thornton College, we would arrange for them to go and have some lessons at a further education college, which just helps them to get used to a different building and a different environment, and to make sure they have made the right choice in terms of the further education. Some of our students wish to go into social care when they finish at Thornton College. So for these students, during the summer term, we will arrange visits to local social care settings. If parents or guardians have identified where it is exactly they want the young person to go, then we'll arrange transition visits. So for the last few weeks of the time here, a support worker will take them to the new setting, work with the staff there to make sure they have all the information about the young person and allow the young person to settle in nicely before they finish with us here. So many of our Thornton students do actually want to work, they want to be part of the workforce. So for them, they'll go to further education college, either Hugh, Baird or Southport, where they can study on a supported internship programme. A supported internship programme is a bit like an apprenticeship or a traineeship, but when the young person goes out on their work experience, they will have a job coach with them to support them. So the job coach will work with the young person and with the employer to make sure they're developing the skills that they need to be able to be kept on as a permanent employee at the end of the course. This is a great course for young people with learning difficulties who previously may not have been considered for a traineeship or apprenticeship. It's very much aimed at supporting the young person to develop the skills they need to lead to employment.
It's a question that we regularly ask students, what do you think of Thornton College? And we always tend to get some very positive feedback. They enjoy having the independence that we provide for them in a secure environment. They like the fact that they're treated as young adults. They tend to like the fact that it's not as structured as school. We do have lessons and we have rules that have to be, to keep us all safe, but they like the fact that they can mix with others and they can develop their independence.
If you want to apply to come to Thornton College, firstly we'd advise you to come and have a look round to make sure it is the right place for your young person. After doing that, you need to discuss it with the school, and then at the HCP review, Thornton will get named as your preferred next setting. We would then work with the school to assess your son or daughter there, and then we'd be in touch with the local authority and they would take the application to a panel, and then we'd get acknowledgement of funding. So I hope I've given you an overview of what Thornton College is and what we actually do here. Please do get in touch to arrange to come in and have a look round. It's only when you actually come round and meet the staff and meet the students and have a look at our facilities that you get a real good understanding of the excellent work that we do here. Thanks for your time. Bye.